welcome, bringing you a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Not really a lot going on in the cosmos, so just like I mentioned at the new moon reading, that on the 6th we had 2 transits occur. Venus moved into Capricorn and Mercury into Scorpio. So Venus, right, how we give and receive love, matters of the heart, in serious, grounded, stable, practical Capricorn, full of boundary issues to be resolved. And remember, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the great teacher. So there may be some more challenging lessons that we learn in love through this transit. And Mercury in Scorpio, intense communications, perceiving things on deeply emotional levels. So, keep that in mind. If things start to heat up, emotions, tempers start to flare and emotions run high, keep it in mind. And that way you can have a better sense of where this is all coming from. Instead of just feeling unmoored, you're like, oh, this will pass, because it's a transit of the planet that rules our thoughts, our perceptions, and our communications. I just wanted to let you know about that before I get into tarot. I did pull some oracle cards for you. We have from the Sacred Force, you got Unicorn, 45. 4 and 5 is 9. So when it comes to the numerology, there's a lesson being wrapped up here. The next number out would be a 10, which resets to a 1 for a new beginning. So what does Unicorn have to tell you? It is a card of purity, because a unicorn represents childlike wonder and innocence and purity. But this is telling you, when you stop looking at the world through the lens of the past, you can see how wondrous the universe it really is. So, and how magical it is. So the past doesn't define you here, Libra. Know that no matter what you've been through in life, you can always begin fresh and new. And that's the spirit of the unicorn. That's the purity. And just, release what no longer serves you and watch the miracles unfold. That is the message of Unicorn. Your next card out was from Priestess of Light, card 25. So 2 and 5 is 7. We're talking about our 7th chakra, our connection to our higher selves, to the divine and the divine within. And this Priestess of Light is go with the flow. So it's about letting go. What did I just say here? Cleansing and receiving. So very much a receptive energy. So this is kind of a time of quieter energy for you, encouraging you to release any resistance and just go with the flow. Now, true release requires a conscious intention. So we do have a full moon in Taurus coming up. It will be a lunar eclipse. I think it's a partial lunar eclipse. That is going to be a big opportunity for release. So, it's about 10 days away. So just keep this in mind when you get there, to make sure you're setting intentions for a full release of anything that no longer serves you, and embrace this cleansing energy of non-attachment. So you can release attachments, release what isn't serving you, even if it's your own energetic experience. Sometimes we have to release it and go like, you know what, I can't anymore with this, so I'm just going to give it over and surrender. There's a lot of that, and you will find that very cleansing. And it's telling you to be more receptive, more present in your divine feminine receptive energy. Feel what is flowing to you. So really beautiful message there. And then the last card out from Oracle of the 7 Energies is card number 10. So you did get a 9 and you did get a 10. I like that for you. So what is this completion about? Close encounters. Look at this gorgeous card. You are that gorgeous, beautiful multicolored butterfly in the cage, and look, there's some energy trying to get to you. So this is the 2nd chakra, which is the sacral chakra. It speaks to intimacy. So this is a time of connection that asks you to be vulnerable, right? Not keeping someone outside and too far at a distance from you. Being vulnerable and authentic, letting go of any social masks you may be wearing, Libra, to protect yourself and to keep yourself apart from others as a safety, like a self-protection mechanism. Yeah, healthy boundaries are important, and this card does point to that, but you can go too far in terms of shutting others out. Showing your vulnerability a bit also reveals your strength. So I feel like you're coming into some energy here that's asking you to be more receptive, to be a little bit more open to the wonders of the universe, to release anything that is getting in your way, and then to sort of open that cage there and let yourself mingle with the outside world. Really nice oracle. I love that you got a 9, a 7, and a 10. So I'm moving in a positive direction. Heading on to Tarot, Libra. Let's see what's coming through in your connection. Again, this is Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. You can be here as a cross-watcher. That's fine. Sometimes, no matter who you are, you need to kind of flip the characters around. That's okay, as long as the storyline resonates. That is the most important part. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, like my energy, that you'll consider joining us by subscribing. That would mean the world to me. And for those of you returning, you know, I appreciate you so very much. Okay, let's see. What's coming through for Libra? 8 of Swords. A little stuck energy. Maybe feeling trapped in a situation. And it's interesting because what I was feeling coming through all 3 cards was some measure of not wanting to get into the weeds with emotions. And if you look at this card, you know, she's kind of bound. She's got a blindfold on. The swords are not touching her. They're not even in front of her. And yet she's sort of motionless. Look where the next best step is. If she takes 1 step forward, she is in the puddle. And the puddle, the water in tarot is emotions. So I feel like this is one of your cards, Libra. So just as a swords card, it's air energy. It feels to me like you may be overthinking a situation, and it may be causing some self-doubt with regard to the Lovers. Possibly feeling stuck in your connection or not knowing the next best step to bring about union or reunion. It is a card of choice. Maybe you just don't know what's best for you at this time. Underneath, sure, what's below? 2 of Pentacles. There's like this energy of, oh my gosh, I'm feeling sort of torn. I don't know what's up or what's down. Each day my mood or my outlook changes. And that may be causing you to be somewhat stuck. What have you learned in the past? We have the Empress. So there is divine feminine energy coming in. Yeah. Think you know, maybe this is why these cards are coming out, that are encouraging you to be more receptive to intimacy, to be more receptive in the energy of divine feminine. Even if you're here as a masculine, we all have both energies within. So this is not a gender-based thing. It is energetic. And I feel like you kind of probably already went there and didn't get the result you wanted, and now you're not sure of how to proceed. What crowns you is the 2 of Swords. So what crowns you is where you're going to gain most of your strength for bringing about your desired outcome, right? 2 of Swords is perfect for you because it's saying that the answers are within. They're not out there. So going within, very contemplative energy, Zen kind of energy. Again, there is stuck energy here. All 3 of these cards are stuck energy. 2 of Pentacles kind of juggles things in place. It can mark time sometimes. 8 of Swords, very stuck, overthinking, all up in your head, and not wanting to deal with the emotions. And 2 of Swords, no, she's seated and she also can't see. So you have 2 cards here, Libra, where there's blinders on, and maybe you're feeling like you're kind of moving in a fog. You can't really see what it is you're trying to navigate here. So go within. Search for the meaning and the purpose in the decision you have to make. I know underneath on some level you are conflicted, maybe feeling torn in 2 different directions, but the answer to this 8 of Swords is through the 2 of Swords, through getting very, very clear on the meaning and the purpose. Those 2 words are important. So it's not just like, oh, I got to get clear on what to do. No, what's the meaning behind this decision, this choice you have to make? Because the Lovers is a card of choice. And what's the purpose? What are you looking to bring forward? That should help. Yes, what are you looking to bring forward? Chariot. This is a movement card. Forward motion, victory, success. Ooh, I love it. Message from Spirit. Judgment. answering the call of the past life soulmate. Perhaps it's a energy around forgiveness, reunion, second chances, possibly in this connection. So that is something you're being guided toward. We'll clarify. We'll make sure we know what it means. And here is the energy that surrounds you. You may be unaware of. Page of Cups. I feel like someone wants to bring you a message of love or apology. They're taking that first tentative step with that cup. But that head kind of slightly bowed suggests that they're not sure how it's going to be received. There's a little bit of tentative energy. There's sincerity, too, when the head is bowed in tarot because of when it was created. So a head bowed, to royalty, etc. Feels like there's a lot of sincerity here. Hopes and or fears. Wow, you're all in it to win it. 10 of Pentacles. Card of success, abundance, stability, growth, legacy, life partnership. So if you have any concerns, it may be about that. But it could also be your hope. Potential outcome going forward. We get the Devil card. Sometimes the Devil card, because it's a Capricornian card, again, ruled by Saturn, sometimes it's just like, look, let it go. Loosen up, lighten up, walk on the wild side a little bit. But we shall see when I clarify it. I don't live in fear of the Devil energy unless it comes out with certain specific cards. So we're not going to let it panic us. So what energies are coming through so far? We have Gemini, Taurus and Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, and Capricorn. So let's look at the Eight of Swords with the Lovers. Wow. All right, so I feel your divine counterpart walked away. I'm talking to a Libra, very likely a feminine, who was sort of left to their own devices, possibly ghosted. Somebody just walked away. I think you have a lot of questions about that. Queen of Swords coming in is definitely the energy of the Libra feminine coming in to say, I got some questions. I need the clarity, right? Because we have a needing clarity card in the Eight of Swords, and we have a needing clarity card in the Two of Swords. And here it is with another needing clarity card of the Queen of Swords about the Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. And that's why you're stuck, is because you really don't know what happened here. Or you need clarity around it, maybe even some closure. Things are up in the air, so I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles a little bit more as like, well, everything's up in the air because I don't know what's really going on. Wow. Right. That's why lots of anxiety. You don't know what's going on. Ooh. Don't know if you're going to get that message of love or apology. And possibly worried about being set up or sabotaged or manipulated or gaslighted, whatever. Am I going to get sincerity or am I going to get played? I almost feel like the Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords that's the juggling act that's going on, like on a loop in your mind. Am I going to get the sincerity or am I going to get, what I already got? Wow. Well, the Eight of Swords makes a lot more sense now, the stuck energy, because you do have this decision to make based on whatever clarity comes through. This is a matter of choice with regard to this connection. Let's look at the Empress in the past. I love that we have the Empress going across here, because this is what's crossing you, so that represents the challenge. We have the Empress, the Lovers, and the Chariot. So what you're doing here, Libra, is you are in receptive energy from the past of what you've already learned about your choice with this connection, and then taking action to support what it is you desire. Okay? To feel victorious, to feel like you took right action. Okay? So that's how we can put a positive spin on this Eight of Swords. What you really want to do is take right action. And if that's the case, then the Eight of Swords makes sense because you're kind of in a holding pattern. And yeah, maybe you're overthinking things, but in this situation, it seems like it's healthy. At this point, it's healthy. So let's look at the Divine Feminine, the Empress. Ruled by Venus. Yep, you took a leap for love. Wow. You went all in. Empress, the Fool, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Took a leap for love. Total wish fulfillment. This energy of this gift of love, the love of your life coming in. You were open. You received it. And I feel like something went haywire here. You're not sure what it is. You're not sure what it is. That's why you're in this Eight of Swords. Like, that's why you're like, wait a minute. I need to really think things through. Because, like, that didn't come off right. So the Two of Swords. King of Swords. So now we have a King and Queen with the Magician. Queen of Cups. So feel the decision that you need to make is with regard to the sincerity or the intentions of the King of Swords. So your divine counterpart, the king to your queen. The King of Swords can often be cool and aloof, a little distant, not super warm and fuzzy. Boom. Kind of feel you have questions around that for this king. You're trying to manifest some clarity here with regard to their intentions and their level of sincerity. There's the Queen of Cups underneath. I feel like you're doing it with an open heart, though. So I like that. There is some measure of emotional availability on your part, albeit it's coming from under the deck, which is kind of in your psyche. So it's not like you're not looking at that part of yourself, the emotional availability part of yourself, from conscious awareness. It's under there. You're keeping it, in reserve right now. As you work to sort of sort this out, the Two of Swords, a decision you have to make, and you're trying to manifest that clarity for the meaning and the purpose of the decision you have to make and how to proceed. So I know you have questions here for this King of Swords. Let's see what Chariot says. This is the potential energy going forward. Well, that just kind of flew out. Wheel of Fortune on the Chariot is very auspicious. It's a very good sign. Star, Temperance. 4 major arcana here going forward. Whew, for you, very powerful energy. This is going to represent a significant shift. And not just in this connection, but I think in your life even. Underneath is the Temperance card. So we have 2 cards of Sagittarian energy here. And that might be important for somebody. But this Temperance is underneath. You are going to move into a phase of alchemy. You're going to definitely transmute some energy. You're going to feel the wind at your back. It will absolutely feel like, all the gears are sort of shifting and beginning to click into place. Everything you've hoped and dreamed for will be coming true as divine guidance leads you forward. So the forward motion that you take with this Chariot is going to be successful, positive. There's a sense of victory in that Chariot card, but the most important part is that the wheel is moving forward and bringing in a long-held dream. So there's wisdom in this patience, and I feel like some energy here from the past, because you put so much into it and what you got was kind of just left out in the cold. I feel like you're transmuting all of that going forward. That's really nice. But it does require self-control and restraint. That is not normally a problem for you, Libra. So let's look at a message from Spirit. Judgment. Okay. Wow. So Spirit's definitely giving you guidance with your past life soulmate, the twin. We got the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups there. So super powerful guidance coming in. Judgment and Hanged Man. Wow. Okay, before you either answer the call of the past life soulmate, that's one of the interpretations, or reunite and take that opportunity for second chances and to offer forgiveness, Spirit's telling you, put that on hold, or also know that if there's a delay, it's serving your higher good. Wait for the enlightenment. Now look at, we've got the halo, we've got the light here around the archangel, we've got the nimbus here around the Hanged Man. So these two cards, the way they're coming through to me is like, just wait for it. You'll know if this is an opportunity you want to take or not. Okay, because you can always opt out of that judgment energy. In other words, be in a judgment-free zone and let what leaves leave, and let what comes, to stay. So it feels really interesting, almost as if you're going to be in a little bit of limbo about this whole forgiveness, second chances thing with regard to your past life soulmate. And that Hanged Man energy is a little bit of a sacrifice, right? Because you're not acting on impulse. You are exercising self-control and restraint. And with the Hanged Man, you're also looking at the situation from the 30,000-foot view and trying to get a handle on what really went down here. Let me look at this with fresh eyes. Let me see if I can see another way clear to explain what happened. Because I still don't get it. And I still can't get a read on this person's intentions. So now let's look at that. Page of Cups. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. So this person is mirroring your energy of wanting to move forward and be victorious in the situation, although that's coming from under the deck. It's there. It's in their conscious awareness. King of Wands, they know what they want. I see it. I want it. I claim it. It's mine. But I'm going to be very intentional and methodical. I am coming toward this person with my head bowed, like almost deferring to you. I feel that's really beautiful energy, and it does feel sincere. And because I get the Knight of Pentacles right after it, yes, it's moving slowly, but that's a good thing. If it was the Knight of Wands, I'd be a little more concerned about the impulsivity. I feel like this person is coming to stay. They're very clear now about what they want, and they do want to move forward victoriously with you. So this all looks pretty good. I mean, intentions-wise, but just so you know, that's what the extendeds are for. The extended, I will look at the Divine Masculine's intentions, how they see the situation, how they feel about you, what are their intentions towards you going forward. We'll pull their present energy, how are they actually showing up in the reading energetically, and some more divine guidance for you with regard to everything that comes through in the extended, which is also a pretty thorough read. So just FYI, that's coming up. 10 of Pentacles, your hopes and or fears. Wow. Well, there's the Two of Swords underneath. So this is giving me an idea of what you'll be wrestling with in terms of getting clarity and meaning and purpose. I feel like in order to get your stability back, in order to feel into the potential abundance and potential for life partnership, and what I mean by that is it doesn't mean going to the altar tomorrow. It means you, me. We're going to work this out, and we're going to make plans and look forward on the horizon as to how our lives, merge together or not. You want to get beyond all this negative energy. So I'm seeing here with the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Sometimes the 6 of Swords is moving away from something, and that may be something you fear. But the clarifier on top of that is the Ace of Wands. So there's new beginning energy here. There's some spark of the, the passion returning that will set you free and allow you to move to calmer waters and get the peace of mind you want. And that could bring in an overwhelming sense of stability. And I say that because that's part of the decision-making process. That's part of the clarity you seek. And it's feeling very crossroads energy in this position. Not as much here in this position. It just feels like on some level in your psyche, if we can make this work, I'll be able to let it all go. I'll be able to move away from the turbulence. and get beyond it, and the decision will be clear. So it's coming through as a hope, dear Libra, not as a fear, but you know. Let's look at this devil energy. I'm sorry. I laugh because you guys are coming through so honestly, and you don't know what a big help that is. There are some readings I do where I need a decoder ring. You are not one of them. I love this. The Two of Pentacles resurfaces. Am I dealing angel devil here? Like, am I dealing with someone that I can trust? And there is, like, there's the Seven of Wands, so some resistance. And let me pull the card off the bottom of the deck. All right, well, I kind of like the Six of Pentacles underneath because it suggests that things have not been in balance, that there has not been an equal give and take in this connection, that on some level there may be someone who has had their talons dug in, their claws dug in. I say that for the devil energy, right? My way or the highway, may be very controlling. That is very possible with a King of Swords. I'll just say it, but it could be you too. Could be you too. So everything up in the air, Seven of Wands, some resistance, keeping some, you know, kind of operating from your solar plexus here, standing up for yourself. And what is it you're standing up for is, I deserve as much as I receive. I mean, I deserve to receive as much as I give. Yeah. So I feel like on some level, you're not sure if you're dealing with somebody who is a true twin, or are they a karmic partner? For some of you, I feel there's a question there. Not all of you. I feel Spirit's also telling you that that is really going to be up to you to determine, right? Because it's telling you, yeah, hang back a bit, right? Don't take any action. The Hanged Man doesn't take action. You know, wait to see in this Judgment card what comes through, or if it's something you even want. Because a second opportunity, a second chance, redemption is available to you in this connection. Between the two of you is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like going forward, the jury's going to be out. You're going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What I want is reciprocity. What I want is an equal partner. What I want is someone who gives as well as receives. Very interesting. So as I already said, we had Gemini, we had Taurus and Libra, Aquarius. We have Gemini and Virgo, Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, more Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, more Cancerian energy, and Capricorn. King and Queen of Wands can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I feel you're a good match intellectually in terms of your communication styles, and you just kind of feed off each other in that little mind meld. So that's a good match. Your Queen of Cups energy can be coming from Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. King of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. But again, I feel like it's just this energy of this person being very clear about what they want and wanting to go for it. Although they're going to take their time and be very methodical and intentional, which I think is a good sign. Okay, if this is resonating for you, Libra, the link to the extended is below. I already described that it's going to be all from the perspective of your divine masculine, regardless of their sign. If you're here as a divine feminine, Libra looking for a masculine energy of any sign, it's fine. If you're here as a divine feminine of another sign watching for a Libra divine masculine, it still works. The extendeds are responding to everything that comes out here. Okay? All right, the link's below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, have a good one, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now, Libra.